lot of big eyes on you, whether you want to admit it or not. Some of you already know, you just haven't really been acknowledging it, or you have been celebrating yourself, but you could go a little harder. With this entertainer card at the back of my deck, you've been doing something that has been drawing a lot of attention to you. You know you're meant to have a lot of eyes on you. Maybe you have a lot of eyes on you, but there are definitely some big players in your arena. And I'm getting you can kind of feel this, and it's sort of like the pressure's on, and you're being guided to really lock in. What I was really guided to was this person's face, which isn't really much of a face. And that is significant. It's sort of like this energy, it's like a glowing light. That's where you really need to be in right now, is sort of like in your zone, connected to your purpose and only focused on that. That it's almost like, this person's juggling that takes a lot of concentration, that in order to perform in front of either nobody, one person, or 1 million people, this person needs to maintain this focus and not let the pressure get to them. And there's, with this Ace of Birds reversed following behind this is saying that you can kind of get caught up, especially with this Vessel. This is like the Devil in the traditional deck. Behind that is that you can get a little caught up in either self-doubt or false truths that are spoken about you, rumors, that kind of thing. You may be the type of person where people do spread a lot of rumors about you. You could have, you could be intuitive and are aware of people creating group chats about you. This is specific for some people. It's like you've got multiple groups of people that just sit around and talk about you periodically. Save your stuff, share your stuff, not to credit you or anything, just to like nitpick you, take you apart, or make fun of you. And this can be either something you get addicted to, or again, where I said you can kind of feel it, especially where there is this spiritual side to this being, is that you could be aware of it. You could be having, seeing like a lot of flies or like unwelcome bugs in your home. Yeah, I'm hearing like infestation. So there could be like an infestation of bugs in your area, that kind of thing. I'm hearing fleas. So take it as it resonates. 222 on my timer. This could be like old connections or what have you. Even though you are in alignment, it's almost like this is like you're feeling the pressure of all of these eyes on you, whether they are big, beautiful eyes or evil eye, that type of thing. And that there's this energy of just drowning out the noise. I've got like the image of like focusing on your third eye, like this person's, like, if you're doing anything like a balancing act or like a kind of trick, I'm thinking of something that I don't know that I can share it without getting flagged. But there are things that you can do, like if you focus on a specific spot, that is where you can direct your attention, and sort of like everything else disappears, so you can focus on what you're doing, that kind of thing. And it's to not let these false truths, because it's like these people that want to talk shit about you. It's like your haters being your biggest fans, kind of thing. They're talking about you because they don't have anything they can apply themselves to. They're not connected to their purpose. So they'll naturally watch and envy, or want to be, but not want to express that they want to be like someone who is connected to their purpose. And these can also be people who you've outgrown, that wanted to like siphon your energy or be in your energy because they saw like the star power behind you. I just saw there's like stars on my water bottle. So the star power that you have, and they're just upset that they aren't in your orbit anymore to like benefit from your glow, that kind of thing. But yeah, you're being asked to step into a bigger role. There's this wish fulfillment that you've kind of been blocking subconsciously, and it's because of this healing that you've been asked to do. This could be in regards to something monetarily, something that you've been putting a lot of work into, something that would be a lot easier for you to go after if you had money behind it. I'm getting the energy of someone who already does a lot with very little, that it's like you can make something with not a lot. There's, like you don't need a lot of tools to create something really substantial and like really incredible, that you can like make magic where there's, I'm hearing like diamonds where there's dust, like that kind of thing. you do have the ability to get out of this like low material worth, which can be connected to self-worth. That's why I said, like, you may know you have these big eyes on you, but still get tripped up by like the petty things or like the falsehoods that people spread about you. It's almost like falling into old habits or old identities. This is someone where it's like you can feel people's like subconscious or like energetic expectations for you. So it's like you don't look like what you've been through, so people don't expect you to have the wisdom that you have, so they don't listen when you speak, and you take that personally and you take that as a sign to be quiet. So whenever you walk into a room, you don't say much or you try to make yourself small because people don't perceive your value because you don't look like what you've been through. You don't look like someone who would hold the wisdom that you have. It's like a lot of toning yourself down for people that actively work to misunderstand you. And I don't even know if misunderstanding is the right word, because I feel like misunderstanding is almost like two people that can't see each other, but it's like these people, some of them can see who you are and they just don't want to accept it. That your energy speaks for itself, and a lot of people just don't want to accept that it's you. And that you'll take this to heart and even like tone yourself down or water yourself down to fit into spaces where you don't belong. If you're not fitting, you don't belong there. If you feel like you have to shrink, that's not a space that you belong in. And this is you almost like letting this go. Like, you've been strong for too long, this kind of thing. And it's like, especially with this 5 of Embers reversed right next to it, it's like you don't need to be strong in the wrong ways anymore. You don't need to be strong. You know, that takes a lot of energy to constrict yourself so tightly to fit into a box you weren't meant to be in. That it's like leaving this self-deception behind, that you were victorious in this situation, even if it wasn't easy, even if the battle didn't seem fair. And that's sort of where you get a lot of evil eye from as well, is that the odds are consistently stacked against you, and you still overcome and you make it look really fucking good. And that's really what bothers people. That's why they've got group chats about you, because you weren't supposed to be in this position. You know, they were given more, they were given opportunities that they didn't take. It's like that kind of thing. Like, there's a lot of wasted opportunity in their energy, so they get angry when they see someone who wasn't handed the stuff that they were handed doing more. That'll always piss people off, so they won't want to see you. They won't want to acknowledge what you've been through. They don't want you in the room. And it's because you're not supposed to be in that fucking room anyway. So it's like, grow and expand into the room you were supposed to be in. And for this kind of collective, where you've had almost like a habit of shrinking yourself, you may have been conditioned to shrink yourself. Societally, you could have been expected to shrink yourself. It's important now more than ever at this point in your journey to be loud and proud about whatever you're doing. Like, be obnoxious. Give these people a show. Entertain them. Because you have bigger eyes looking at you, that it's, why are you focused on small potatoes? These people don't matter. You know what I mean? You're in their phone and you don't even care. That there are better people looking at you. All this is an energetic pivot. That when you stop looking at the past and you just point forwards, it's like you're going to see the road open up for you. And it's going to feel like the things that you've been waiting for, are going to drop right in. It's just turning around and focusing on where you know you need to focus your attention, because you do have a very fulfilling new beginning, with a lot of material balance, which comes from you valuing yourself too much to give any air or weight to whatever bullshit is going on in the background. So if this resonates with you, let me know. All of my services are linked in my bio. Thank you.